From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground, Achane. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Gibbs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Attack!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they come up now, second and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
And now the rookie's free. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, Achane. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Back to throw here. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Another catch there for Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
Touchdown! Devon Achane. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter paths. Momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Hey, 43.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now here's Mahomes.
Over the middle, he has a conqueror. Look at the big fella go.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards, the final tally. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Throw caught by Achane.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Gibbs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On play action, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion right, Olave. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. And he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Ryland for the PAT.
And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Gibbs straight ahead.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Attack. Yellow. Hey, son,
Mahomes going to change things up.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Throw left side is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. That's caught at the 3. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Come back.
Mahomes will throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll run. Achane.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
This is 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A run straight ahead with H.M. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. throw here.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Yellow!
Mahomes to throw it.
And a little floater there is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Here it is, 4th and inches.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Miami, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.